Thank you, Green Team. Your stewardship and conservation efforts in 2019 and beyond have been amazing, and I'm so looking forward to us getting back together very, very soon.
Thank you, Houston Parks and Recreation Department, our primary partner in all things parks.
Thank you, Houston, for supporting Bayou Greenways.
Hi, everybody. I just wanted to take a moment to thank the Brown Foundation for all they've done for Bayou Greenways. Thank you.
On behalf of the Houston Parks Board and all of the citizens of Houston who benefit so greatly from our parks, we'd like to thank Phillips 66 for their strong support of the Bayou Greenways 2020 project.
A special thanks to Harris County Flood Control District, whose partnership allows our conservation and maintenance program to flourish.
Hey there, it's Richard Campo.
Sean Belding here out of White Oak.
And we just both want to say, on behalf of the Rising Leaders Group, thank you.
Yes. We are so proud to be part of the Bayou's 2020 team.
We love Mason Park. And whenever we're not doing sports, we're very fun. We enjoy hanging out together.
Because with the trails, we can do 12-mile bike rides.
We enjoy going on bike rides.
Thank you, Houston.
On behalf of the Houston Parks Board, it's my honor to thank the Worthy Foundation for your early and generous support of Bayou Greenways 2020. Your historic role in supporting green spaces has made Houston a greener and more livable city. We so appreciate your leadership gift to this very transformative project.
Hi Houston, it's John Brandt, Bayou Greenways Project Manager. I wanted to extend a heartfelt thanks to all of our design teams for their tireless efforts and dedication to help us bring Bayou Greenways from the drawing boards to reality. Thank you.
Carla Knobloch and Knobloch Foundation, thank you so much for all that you do for Houston, Texas, and all your support of the Houston Parks Board. I'm sitting here in my little 5-foot by 15-foot butterfly garden outside the window in my office. And it's a little microcosm of biodiversity. And you're saving hundreds and hundreds of acres in that amazing northeast section of our city that's going to be a legacy forever. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you to the Bob, Dick, and David Weekly families. You have made Houston a more beautiful, better, and friendlier place to live. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Bruce. This is the Bayou Trail that I ride to work on almost every day. But it's not just for riding to work. Hiking, biking, running, walking, or just recreating. And it's all so well maintained and well designed. Thank you, Houston Parks Board.
I'm Niveen of the podcast Houston and Nature, and I would like to say thank you to Bayou Greenways for making Brace Bayou beautiful. Go Bayou Greenways 2020.
On behalf of the Houston Parks Board and the citizens of Houston, a huge thank you to the Cullen Foundation for your wonderful and generous support of Bayou Greenways 2020.
Hi, I'm Norman Parker, and I'm here with my pal Roscoe at Brays Bayou at Mason Park, and it would not be possible without the good work of Bayou Greenways. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm just here at Brays Bayou at one of my favorite spots, and I just wanted to thank Perry Homes for all they've done to make Bayou Greenways possible.
Hi, this is Herman Studi. I wanted to thank the McNair family and foundation for their generous support of Houston's Bayou Greenways that the Houston Parks Board has successfully completed. It's a wonderful addition to our city, and it's truly transformational. We cannot thank you enough.
On behalf of the citizens of Houston and the Houston Parks Board, I would like to give a heartfelt thanks to the Houston Endowment for your generous support of Bayou Greenways 2020.
Sending a big thank you to Rodney Ellis, Harris County Commissioner, Precinct 1, for your partnership, your steadfast support, and your commitment to connecting communities through Bayou Greenways 2020.
My favorite activity in this pandemic is biking with my family in Houston Parks. Thank you, Houston.
Rich and Nancy and the entire staff over at the Kinder Foundation, thank you, thank you, thank you for everything that you've done for this city, these amazing places you're creating, the momentum you're putting in all these organizations and these people who are so desperately love this place and want it to be great.
On behalf of the citizens of Houston and the Houston Parks Board, I would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the Fondren Foundation for your wonderful support of Bayou Greenways 2020. Thank you, Houston.
The Houston Parks Board would like to express its deepest appreciation to Cornelia Long for her and her late husband Meredith's strong support of the Bayou Greenways 2020 project.
Thank you, Houston. My family and I, we love White Oak Bayou. We love getting out on the weekends as well as the evening. Bayou Greenways 2020 has been a huge asset to the city, and we're just very grateful. I'm grateful personally to have played a part in it. Together, we're Houston proud and Houston strong.
Thank you.
My favorite activity to do is to ride bicycles with my mom along Green's Bayou Greenway and Hall's Bayou Greenway in the Brock Park area. Thank you, volunteers.
Thank you, Houston. My name is John, and I'm proud to be a member of the Green Team at the Houston Park Board.
Thank you so much to the Stanford and Drew Alexander families. You've enabled Houstonians from all over the city to have access to green space. We couldn't have done it without you.
When you ride around the green space of Houston, can't help but think about the Bacons. So this is just to say thank y'all for everything you do, opening your home, your wallet, your hearts, your network, pretty much everything to make this place a greener, better place. Thank you, Tom and Laura.
This thank you goes out to Jeff and Mindy Hildebrandt and the Hildebrandt Foundation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Houston, for making Bayou Greenways possible. Because of you, Houston is a better place to live, to work, and to play.
Thank you, Houston Parks Board staff, for all your hard work in creating Bayou Greenways 2020.
On behalf of the citizens of Houston and the Houston Parks Board, I'd like to thank the Elkins family for their generations of support of the work of the Houston Parks Board and their leadership of the Houston Parks Board. Also, I'd like to thank the Elkins Foundation for their significant support of Bayou Greenways 2020 project.
Thanks to the Parks Board for all the great Bayou projects.
Bayou. Let me join. Thank you, Houston. We love biking!
All over the city and particularly on the bayou. Go Houston!
Nina and Michael, hard to know where to begin to thank you so much for everything you've done for Houston, the Houston Parks Board. Your leadership, your generosity, your vision is beyond compare. I can't thank you enough. Here's to thanking the Zilkas. You are wonderful partners and great friends. Thank you so much.
Thank you to the most talented and dedicated group of people anyone could ever work with, the staff and board of directors at the Houston Parks Board. Thank you.
Transformative is an overused word, but it certainly applies to what Bayou Greenways 2020 has done for us here in Houston. Thank you, Houston Parks Board! Woo-hoo!
This is Mayor Sylvester Turner. Voters made it clear in 2012 that green space and linear parks are vital and important to Houston. They overwhelmingly voted for a parks bond that provided the critical funding for Bayou Greenways 2020. Bayou Greenways 2020 brings 1.5 million people within 1.5 miles of a Bayou Greenway. With the generous support of Houstonians like you, Houston Parks Board finished their campaign earlier this year, raising the additional $125 million to complete Bayou Greenways 2020. There is close to 800 acres of green space along the bayous that will be preserved as permanent parkland as part of Bayou Greenways 2020. And 3,000 acres of land are being transformed into publicly accessible greenways. I am grateful every day that millions of Houstonians can rely on access to their parks and trails during this pandemic. Thank you for supporting the Parks Bond in 2012 that helped create our Bayou Greenways and for your continued support. See you on the trails.